This ductwork it's an 8-inch flex round ductwork, and it has become a pond. I mean, you can almost get your fishing pole out and start fishing, hopefully get something. Hey guys, welcome back. Bobby here with the best of worst. You have to see this to believe it. So I talked to you guys a lot about drain lines and frozen coils. What I haven't talked to you much about is what it actually does. So what it actually does and what it can do is when it fills up, because it's not draining properly or the coil is frozen up, what it's going to do is that water has to go somewhere. And when it melts, it can sometimes melt quickly because your house is warm, or the drain line, it just keeps overflowing and overflowing and overflowing. You don't even know it's doing it. This picture that I'm going to post up here is going to show you just how bad it can actually get sometimes. So this ductwork it's an 8-inch flex round ductwork, and it has become a pond. I mean, you can almost get your fishing pole out and start fishing, hopefully get something. But the fact of the matter is some customers will be like, well, you know, there's good airflow in this area, but this area there's not much. And there's not much in only a certain time of year. That certain time of year is usually air conditioning season. And what happens is the air is trying to push through the ductwork, but it can't because you've got a pond in there and it's swishing back and forth. And you don't know there's a problem until it's too late. That duct is gonna have to be replaced. You don't wanna just poke a hole in it, drain the water out and call it good, because what you're gonna get from that is you're gonna get smells. You can get possible rust coming from where it was coming from, such as the drain pan, or dripping off of the metal on the furnace, and that rust pours into the ductwork. Also, you've got something called a supply plenum. What that is it's a plenum that carries all of the air for that furnace. It traps it. And so there's a bunch of little holes that run off of it and ductwork that comes off of it, so that way it will balance the air. So it sends the same amount of air to register 1 as register 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's the same air. What happens is that water pours into that ductwork, and that ductwork is usually metal. And when it pours in there, and it just keeps pouring in there, and you just run it because you just think that eventually it might cool my house down. You don't know how many times we go out to customers' houses and they have a frozen coil, or it's frozen and then it thaws out and it freezes again, and they're just like, man, I just thought this was normal, even though it's not cooling my house down. It's totally not normal. And unfortunately, the efficiency of the system takes a hit. The efficiency of your utility bills takes a hit. And the reason why is because it's just running and running and running and running and running. And most importantly, what it's doing to the ductwork, not only your wallet, but the ductwork, is destroying it. And then you have to replace that. And that is why you have to see this to believe it.